Okay, in the last class we looked at parallel structure and correlative conjunctions and lists. Now I hope you could see why it was important, even though these guys say that it's not important. It is actually important sometimes to think about either X or Y, to think about how the correlative conjunction works, how it functions. And today we're going to look at why parallelism is important in comparisons, and it is important in comparisons. Sometimes when you make a comparison with Van, there's no confusion. He has more money than his dad. It's clear. It's 100% clear. He has more money than his dad has money. Yeah, he has more and his dad has less. It's very clear. But other times it's not so clear. Look at this. I have more respect for Kepler, the German astronomer. I have more respect for Kepler than you. Now this can mean two different things, and that's why that is poorly written. The idea is that if you're writing an academic essay, the person who's reading it has to understand you. He can't be thinking, maybe he means this, maybe he means this, and that's why this is important. So this is particularly important for academic essays, for anything formal that you're writing. I would also say for journalism or something like that. Of course it's important. You don't want your readers to misunderstand you. Nonetheless, if you're a creative writer, if you're an author, you'll probably be aware of this kind of stuff, and you'll probably be aware of how it can be used, how ambiguity can be used to create an effect on the reader. So ambiguity is not always a bad thing, but in an academic essay, I would say it is always a bad thing. If the person reading your essay doesn't understand you, then you have failed in your aim to, to make your to get your message across clearly. Okay, so how can this sentence be understood? I have more respect for Kepler than you. Well, we might mean I have more respect for Kepler than I have respect for you. It might mean that. Or it might mean I have more respect for Kepler than you have respect for Kepler. I have more respect for Kepler than you have respect for Kepler. So how do we make it clear which one we mean? Well, if we mean the first one, we say it like this. I have more respect for Kepler than for you. And the reason why we only need this prepositional phrase to be reflected in this prepositional phrase is because I have respect has already been mentioned in the first clause. So we don't need to repeat subjects and verbs which are identical, and nouns